Hello, I'm Diana Cox, one of the tutors in the South Florida Bible College Writing Lab, and today I'm going to teach you about plagiarism and citation. Citation is the noun form of the verb cite, which means to quote or refer to another work. When you read information that you use in your writing, you must tell the reader where you read it. Essentially, it's no more difficult than telling someone where you got your shirt.
Hey, Lee, that's such a pretty top. Did you make that?
Oh, well, the fabric wasn't expensive and I liked the colors.
Wow, it looks so professional. I'm not that good a seamstress.
Well, it's only serged, see?
Wow, I could never sew that well.
Thanks. Gotta go. Bye!
Sue doesn't say she made the top, but she doesn't say she didn't make it either. In fact, she insinuates that she did. So in this case, what Sue doesn't say is a lot like plagiarism. Not saying your source is the problem. Solve the problem, say the source.
Hey, Sue, that's such a pretty top. Did you sew it?
No, I actually bought it.
Where?
Sandro's.
Sandro's, where's that?
It's on the northwest corner of A1A in Oakland.
Oh, that's not very far. I wonder if they have that in green.
Oh yeah, you should call. You'd look great in green.
I will. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
bye.
Bye.
This time, Sue was honest and helpful. Now Lee knows where to go for a great top. Legally, most plagiarism is considered a misdemeanor, resulting in financial penalties, but sometimes jail time. Here at SFBC, your instructor will give you a 0 on the assignment and record it in your personal permanent record. If it happens again, further penalties include revocation of college privileges, course failure, and possible expulsion. But the real danger is a lack of credibility and reputation. To avoid that, here's the Turabian Manual. In this 9th edition, citation examples begin on page 151. And as you can see, I have tabbed the top to help me find the pages I use often. I encourage my students to do the same. On page 153, you'll find the citation format for a journal article online. Let's look at that one. The N stands for note. There are 2 kinds, endnotes and footnotes. Endnotes, as the name implies, are typed once altogether at the end of your paper. Footnotes, on the other hand, as the name implies, are typed individually at the bottom or foot of a page. SFBC uses footnotes, not endnotes, so you'll use the footnote citation on nearly every page of your paper. The B stands for bibliography, which has a slightly different format and is typed after your whole paper is done. Footnotes tell the reader the exact location of information you used, while bibliographies tell the reader all the texts that you read, whether or not you used them. Because each form has its own purpose, both forms of citation are required in your papers. Let's look at the footnote format here, and at the example the book gives. The double pound sign refers to the number of your footnote. You'll begin at 1 for each paper you write. This example presumes the writer has typed 9 previous footnotes in the work, so this is number 10. The next item in the footnote says author's first and last name, and for the footnote, you type the name in that order. Notice the example in blue, Patricio A. Fernandez, and then a comma. Don't forget the comma. Every character space in a citation is important. The second item is title of article. All article titles should be in quotation marks. Their example is practical reasoning, where the action is followed by a comma. The third item is the journal title. Their example, ethics, is very small, so it's easy to miss the italics there. But all magazine titles should be italicized. Then comes the volume number and/or issue number. if the publication has one, and not all do. The magazine's date of publication follows, in parentheses. Then a colon, the article page numbers, and a comma. Finally, the article's URL, usually typed as an HTTP or a www, and a final period. As you can see, the items required in the citations are quite particular, and the formats among sources vary widely, which is exactly why this manual is so important for you to have, and why it provides specific examples for you to follow. The traditional method of organizing citations is handwriting them on a note card, like this. Like the book's example, the footnote number is first, then the author, first name first, second name second. The article and journal titles, publication dates, pages, and the final URL. While that still works, modern technology can make your job easier. Each time you read a source, type the footnote information on your running Word document. Then, simply cut and paste it whenever and wherever you need it. As a final note, there is a reference tab in Microsoft Word, and it can format notes and bibliographic entries for you in Chicago style, which is close but not exactly Turabian. And if you don't have the most current edition of Word, then you don't have the most current edition of Chicago either. So ask your professor before using it. He or she may not accept it. I'm glad you've tuned in today to hear about plagiarism and citation. For further videos, see our SFBC page at writinglab.sfbc.edu. And for questions about citation or other paper issues, email me, dcox@sfbc.edu. Because here at SFBC, we want you to write often and write right.